What
is her name? Ajayi. Which tribe is she? Ajayi.
This video before you does not feature a career criminal or a notorious figure of violence. Instead, it showcases gospel singer Timileyin Ajayi caught in a harrowing confrontation with an enraged mob. Their intent? To send him either to the hospital or the mortuary, depending on which one was near.
Ajayi. Well, for how long have you been together? Like a year. Like a year. I don't know when she has been coming to the house. This woman, I was calling the number was not going. My network was just network. She don't have my mind was just telling me that somebody is just I just stopped a car. That is like I just stopped a car and I stopped when I was with the part of the woman being doing it. I offered to give me 100 million. I refused. That was what my mind. It's as if I'm just dreaming.
This chaos unfolded on Sunday, January 12th, 2025, a day meant for peace and worship. The tranquility of Nasarawa State in Abuja was shattered when locals stumbled upon Ajayi carrying a nylon bag containing the unthinkable, the head of a woman.
That is my my brother. See, a woman being made with this one. A woman being made with this one. See, woman being these two bags now. Woman being made today. Now life story for Papalada. See, woman being made.
It never happened before.
The Papalada don't see fat. See, woman being fat. See fat.
Now what began as whispers of suspicion erupted into an inferno of blows, stones and kicks. The community wasn't merely seeking answers to the macabre discovery. They demanded to know the identity of the woman and Ajayi's intended destination for her remains. Was this yet another grim tale of a man sacrificing his lover in pursuit of wealth through dark rituals, only to become ensnared in the consequences of his actions? Or did a lover's quarrel spiral so far out of control that it ended with irreversible tragedy?
Mona, see, you might be fat. See,
Ajayi, now in police custody, confessed that the deceased was his girlfriend. She had visited him on Saturday, January 11th, 2025 for what was supposed to be a romantic rendezvous. According to Ajayi, an argument escalated to the point where he defended himself, claiming the woman had threatened to kill him. But this confession raises more questions than it answers. How did a gospel singer, one whose life's work was supposedly dedicated to spread messages of faith and hope, find himself in such a devastating situation? Was it, as he claims, a nightmarish mistake that spiraled beyond his control?
Out of all the earth, there is no one else like you. I just want the world to know you are God of all the earth.
Timileyin was no ordinary gospel singer. To his admirers, he wasn't just an artist, but an anointed vessel, standing shoulder to shoulder with Nigerian gospel greats like Nathaniel Bassey, Dunsin Oyakan, and many more. His voice was said to be a portal to divine encounters.
I've not seen, lift up your voice together and let's praise him. Oh Lord, you are great, faithful God, You are great.
When he took to the stage and gripped the microphone, congregations didn't just sing, they fell to their knees, weeping, repenting, and yearning for God. 4 years ago, his music captivated countless hearts with hits like God of All the Earth, Faithful God, All the Praise, and I Am in Love. And these songs didn't just echo in churches, they became anthems of revival in Nigeria. Yet, after the stellar strike, something peculiar happened. Silence. No a single new release, no teasers, no features, just an abrupt halt. Curiosity took us digging into the digital footprints of the once beloved gospel star. From Facebook to Instagram and TikTok, it was as if Mr. Timileyin had vanished from the online realm. That was until eagle-eyed netizens stumbled upon a TikTok account under the handle Caesar, showcasing videos and photos of a man who bore an uncanny resemblance to the former gospel sensation. But what they discovered was not the Timileyin they remembered. Gone were the hymns and heartfelt worship. In their place were sleek visuals, motivational snippets, and a portfolio of creative projects. It appeared Mr. Timileyin had traded his gospel robes for the hearts of a video director, content creator, social media manager, and cinematographer. This rebranded Timileyin was an enigma, a far cry from the devout man who once led throngs to spiritual awakening. His TikTok videos hinted at a profound shift in ideology. In one clip, he mused about a new philosophy that emphasized self-consciousness over divine faith.
No village people can stop you. I see a lot of you praying, going to church, praying. Village people. There's no village people anywhere doing you. Nobody is that powerful to stop you. There's only one power on earth, in heaven and on earth, that can stop you. And that power is you. Aside you, nobody is powerful. Nobody is potent enough to stop you. So make sure you do not stop yourself. Keep moving forward.
In another, he appeared to renounce his gospel roots altogether. What could have caused such a radical transformation? Some speculated financial struggles. Gospel music, as soulful and impactful as it is might be, doesn't always guarantee a steady income. Perhaps, they argued, he had no choice but to explore more lucrative ventures. Who would continue serving God while still suffering? They asked. As a cinematographer and content creator, Timileyin's work was undoubtedly professional, but it hadn't catapulted him to fame. His TikTok account hovered around a modest 2,000 followers. His videos, while polished, rarely went viral. And yet, it was clear his fame was about to unfold in a way no one could have predicted. On the seemingly unremarkable morning of January 11th, 2025, Ajayi uploaded what would become his final TikTok post, a video of him throwing punches at a boxing bag at his local gym. By all accounts, it was just another day in the life of a young man chasing clout. But as the sun set, the script flipped from a mundane to macabre. Ajayi was set to meet his girlfriend for what one might expect to be a night of casual romance, a weekend rendezvous, a meal, maybe Netflix and chill. What unfolded instead was a stuff of nightmares. Details of the night remain murky, and only Ajayi's version of events has emerged, a version riddled with dark twists. He claims an argument broke out, one that spiraled into a violent struggle for survival. Ajayi alleges his girlfriend turned into a threat to his life, forcing him to act in self-defense. When the dust settled, the chilling aftermath was a severed head wrapped in a nylon bag. And that head belongs to his girlfriend.
These two bag now, human being meet today. Na life story for Papala that see human being meet.
It never happened before.
The following day, Ajayi set about executing a plan to dispose of the evidence, a grim task that began with the head. Armed with a nylon bag, he hopped onto a motorbike and traveled miles from his home, hoping to discard it unnoticed. but fate or perhaps divine irony had other plans. Ajayi's chosen dumping ground was a river near a local church, which turned out to be his undoing. A member of the congregation, Brother Victor, noticed him lacking suspiciously with the bag. Victor alerted another member, Brother Amos, and the two men, fueled by a mix of curiosity and suspicion, decided to investigate. Ajayi, meanwhile, had casually seated himself at the back of the church, possibly calculating his next move. But his nerves betrayed him. When approached by the church members, he panicked, tossing the bag into the river and claimed it had nothing. Moments later, two motorcyclists arrived, one of whom had earlier transported Ajayi. The biker revealed he had noticed blood dripping from Ajayi's bag during the ride. The church members, now alarmed, demanded Ajayi retrieve the bag. When he refused and tried to flee, a dramatic chase ensued, ending with his capture in a nearby bush.
What is her name? Ajayi. Which tribe is she? Ajayi. Well, for how long have you been together? Like a year. I don't know where she has been coming to your house. This woman, I was calling the number was not going. My number is my network, just network. She ran my mind was just telling me that somebody is just I just stopped a car. That is like I just stopped a car and I stopped when I was with the part of the woman being doing it. I offered to give me 100 million. I refused. That was what my mind. It's as if I'm just dreaming.
Inside the bag was the severed head of his girlfriend, a sight that turned the onlookers' suspicion into horror. Further investigations revealed Ajayi's chilling plan. He intended to scatter his girlfriend's body parts across various locations to cover his tracks. Ajayi's story is one of grim irony. Once a gospel singer who transitioned into a cinematographer in pursuit of recognition, he now finds himself infamous, not for his art, but for a heinous crime. As authorities moved in, they suspected that more evidence was at his home, including the remaining body parts of his girlfriend. And that is the sad story of a former gospel artist turned a murderer.